So hey there in YouTube land. Basically, I was asked a while back to make a video about Region 1 releases that kind of beat the Region 2 releases. Or like that Region 1 releases that maybe people that are from Region 2 that want to collect some stuff from this region. What are some ones to get? And it took me a while to make this video because basically I really do like a lot of the Region 2 releases. But without further ado, I'm gonna show you some videos. I'm gonna show you some Blu-ray Blu-ray sets and Blu-rays and box sets that I think actually trump the ones that came out in Region 2. I'll be honest with you, that's usually rare because I almost often prefer the Region 2 release to the Region 1 release. And I'm looking at you, Life Force. First off is Sweet Smell Success. This is actually a fantastic little film that not enough people know about. It stars Burt Lancaster and Tony Curtis. This is the Criterion edition. And I think Arrow Academy is doing making an edition of this right now. And it looks good. And I'm not sure what the features are going to be totally on it, but I do know one thing. This is, for me, personally, one of the most beautiful looking Arrow covers just out there. I just love the way the cover is done, the way it suits the film. On this one here, and I'm not sure if any of it's going to be exclusive just to this one here, but it's got a McKendrick, The Man Who Walked Away, a 1986 documentary, the director. James Wong Howe, cinematographer, a 1973 documentary about the Oscar-winning director of photography, and a bunch of other stuff on here. But you know, those two documentaries alone would make this one worthy of having. So this cover here was gorgeous. The two documentaries. Not sure what Arrow's going to be putting on the table out there, but I'm not sure if the DVD features Blu-ray features be the same. But this is a gorgeous cover, and it, for me personally, beat the Arrow cover. Next up is a Scream Factory box set, and it's one that's not talked about enough, hardly at all, and it's never gotten the props it deserves. Never, like, people talk about Scream Factory box sets, and most people do the usual stuff, but they hardly ever mention this one, and it's a shame. It's the Anvil Horror Trilogy. When Scream put this out, it got, some people were, it didn't get a lot of talk. It didn't get the talk that some of the other boxes did. It didn't get talk that the Price box it did. It didn't get talk that the Halloween box it did, because you know, not everybody loves the Anvil Horror Trilogy. The second film is really fun, and the third one is on here in 3D, and that's the really cool part of this one. This movie here, actually, when they say Anvil 3D, unlike back when the VHS days and even the DVD days, it is actually in 3D, and it's a pretty cool, decent 3D. There are some great features on the movie that matters the most, and Anvil 2. This actually has the most features of all of them. Kind of cool commentaries, interviews, just some really cool stuff. And it's a great box set that I think doesn't get enough props. Anvil Horror Trilogy box set. If you're looking at box sets to buy from over in the Region 1, this is a really good one. Next up is the usual thing that you're gonna expect me to say, and that is the Halloween set. The Halloween set, the deluxe edition, was just amazing. It's a 15 disc set. Blu-rays for every one of the films. And why are my films out of order? I truly hate when that happens. Really, I do. I'm very OCD about that. So I'm guessing that when I did a video recently talking about my some of my favorite releases, and I took out a couple of the Halloween ones, I put them in wrong. So, but it's a gorgeous set, a ton of features. There was like a 10 disc edition, which is a good one to buy if you want just the actual releases to go with the set. But honestly, for the price point that they put both these at, this is the edition, the only edition to buy. It has all your Halloween goodness that you need, except for the Rob Zombie theatrical cuts, which you can buy here in Canada on an Alliance double feature Blu-ray for like $10. But great set, fantastic cases. I love the different color cases. But the Blu-ray cases, the blue ones, they were kind of cool and novel at the time. But now it's neat to see stuff like the black cases and my upcoming slasher classic collection blue red cases. So there we go. Next up is another Scream Factory. So let's go through the Scream Factory ones first, and then we'll get into the other ones. It's Nightbreed. Nightbreed just was an amazing, amazing addition. Having Clive Barker basically come on board and just really redo this movie the way he wanted it done, get all the footage together, do a great edition, both with the director and theatrical cut. So whichever edition you like, it is here on this set. This is a very solid box set. Great little booklet in there as well, and some amazing features. Definitely one worth picking up. Alrighty. Quickly, some of the Scream Factories that I think are, some of them I don't think have come out in the UK. If they have, these editions so far are the definitive ones to get. Dolls. This was on the top of my releases, Blu-ray releases of 2014. If you watch my channel, you know that this pretty much ranked up there above a lot of stuff. It was up there right tied at some points with the Halloween set. Why? Because this is just a little film that a lot of people didn't know of. The Empire Pictures did. Just an amazing film. They took it, did a great restoration out, great features, amazing stuff. Check it out. Dolls. Sleepaway Camp with part 2 and 3 coming out, the really kind of cool cheesy one. You have to have this one. This is the original. It's very cheesy, very fun. It's got a short film on it that is a short film that you have to see. Check it out, Sleepaway Camp. Pumpkinhead, and I debated saying Pumpkinhead 2 as well, but I didn't. But Pumpkinhead or both Pumpkinhead 1 and 2 are just some great additions to Scream Factory. Pumpkinhead 2 for me has just, even though this has some great features, Pumpkinhead 2 has some more fun features on there as well, some cool stories. And last but definitely not least for the Scream Factories, Night of the Demons. Just a great little one. The best edition that I've ever seen in this film. You guys can let me know if there's like another edition, like a German or whatever release I think has more features or kind of top the releases that I'm showing. I'd gladly like to hear them, because it's always kind of cool to hear stuff like that. This is a company that you don't hear being said as like having the great, the best features on anything, or the best editions usually. But for these two movies, they really did. They put their A game out there, and I think it's because of who did it and the company that did it, and their ties to the films. And that is Maniac Cop 2 with this amazingly cool embossed slipcover. Great features on here. Way more than I thought there would be. Very good presentation of the film, by the way. And a Maniac Cop 3, again, the unrated version. Embossed slipcover again. Again, great features on it that you wouldn't expect to be on Maniac Cop 3, because Maniac Cop 3 was not a great film. It's a decent film, but it was not a good Maniac Cop film. It was a fun little film for what it was, but then again, I digress. As for the Blu-ray, however, Blue Underground, you really surprised me. You really knocked it out of the park. Good job, Blue Underground. Next up is, well, not just the Pluto Disney Treasures, any Disney Treasures. The Disney Treasures done in North America come like this, with these kind of cool, snazzy steel cases. I also have these bands around them, which I got on the inside. This one here, I think, did I lose the band on this one, or just an inside? Anyway, there's a lot of great Disney Treasures, all in these steel cases here. When I bought my first Disney Treasure from the UK, I was extremely excited. When I got it, however, I was extremely unexcited, because see this here steel case? It wasn't there. It was a slimline silver case, like silver colored, but it wasn't a steel case. And all this, it's the same stuff. It's just a plastic case, though. It's a plastic silver case, and I was kind of disappointed. Ones that are over there that I'm not going to take it right now, that I think are the best editions that have been done in any region, are the Region 1 editions by Snaps of Curtains and Prom Night. Two films that you wouldn't think would get the the love that they got, but they got amazing amount of love and care from Synapse. Just incredible, incredible stuff. So those are two that I really recommend. If you got a region-free player and you live in the UK, Curtains and Prom Night are two that you really should pick up. You're going to be amazed by how they look, and especially these films that have been out so many times. And yet, when you watch Prom Night again, it's going to be kind of a revelation because it's going to be a completely different look to it. It was so well done. I think there might have been a similar one done in the UK, but for me, this was my definitive edition of this. If there's a more definitive edition, please let me know. It's Twin Peaks. I'm a huge Twin Peaks fan. This is the entire mystery. I've heard that it's not coming back now. I'm hoping that's just a way for him to get more money to actually come back and do it right, because I really want more Twin Peaks. I love this show. This is an amazing box set. The way it's done is just gorgeous. And to this day, still seeing Laura Palmer just it's so young and beautiful and passed on utterly breaks my heart. Even though it's, it's a character on a TV show. And when the thing happens in the second season, just before the reveal of the killer, that was literally crushing young Aaron's dreams. Because I was so drawn into this character, this newer character that had come on, and to see what happens to her with the reveal of Laura Palmer's killer, it hit me like it just like somebody punched me in the stomach. It just hit me, and very rarely can a show really do that to you. And the whole Twin Peaks phenomenon really did that to me. It was the show. It was my show, the show that I loved, the show that I grew up on, and still to this day love watching Twin Peaks. Next three are three Criterions that I think just knocked it completely out of the park. We're gonna get to that, Signal last thing again, by the way, guys. And the first one is Red River, which by Howard Hawks, great film. John Wayne, and the cool thing is, I love when they put other things in there this is the whole book, the Blazing Guns on the Chelsom Trail. Did I get it right? Chelsom Trail. I hope I got that right. And it's an actual it's the full novel. It runs 187 pages long, and it's by Borden Chase. Very cool to have that. They're both editions, I think, of Red River on this. Yeah, and just some amazing interviews. There's like Lux theater adaptations. I really love those, by the way. I really love listening to theater adaptations and stuff. 2 Blu-rays, 1 DVD, amazing stuff on here. Next up is probably one of my better half's favorite releases of all time, and it's the Jacques Demy set. It is incredible and amazing, and if you love film at all, you owe it to yourself. If you've never really seen Jacques Demy, get yourself this set. It's really good, and fall in love with the world that Jacques Demy creates, because it is a very unique world. Here's a French kind of new wave director that was more accessible than a lot of other directors. He was in love with the films from the 30s, and he just loved like the noir, and he liked the whole like magical time of Hollywood, and it really shows through. His colors are vibrant and brilliant. The music that in his films, it's fantastic. The women are beautiful, and it's just sometimes they have like an almost otherworldly quality to them that I really can't explain with you. Just going in and just letting yourself get immersed in this here. My favorite one on the set personally is The Young Girls of Rochefort. Many people like Umbrellas of Cherbourg. I'm getting these names right here. And many people like Donkey Skin. Donkey Skin was the first Jacques Remy that I saw. Jacques Remy movie I saw, but Young Girls of Rochefort is one of my favorite films. Period. After I saw it, I fell in love, completely in love with this film, and I thought, oh god, this is gonna be a long film. It's gonna be French. It's gonna have French music. I'm not gonna really get into this, but I'm gonna pretend to like it because my better half really likes this film. But from frame one, I was there, and it blew me away. Get this set, no matter what region you are in. And last, but definitely not least, is another one that I grabbed. That one that my better half got for me, and I didn't expect it actually, but I'm really glad that I got it. And it's the Zadichi the Blind Swordsman set that came out by Criterion. It's every one of the films. It's kind of like having the James Bond set, really. It's kind of like the Japanese. In a way, there's parallels. They're they're both film series. It's this book too, by the way, is fantastic. Just different artists depicting different films with their art. So it could be something as it's not there to kind of something more abstract like this. And as you can tell, there's different great artists as you go along here, and it's just some amazing artwork, some amazing stuff from writers on different films. Kind of love this one here, actually. And it's an incredible box set. It is a massive set with a tremendous amount of films on it, and some great stuff, some kind of wacky stuff. But it's a set that belongs. If you like those type of films, it definitely is a must-have for your collection. So there we go, guys. I was asked recently, and I went for like 20 minutes trying to find out who asked me this question, but I couldn't find it on my thing. I passed over and I didn't see it. So please, if you're there, let me know, because I want to give you props for the video. So give yourself props then below for thinking up this great video idea. There are some Region 1 releases that actually kind of top the Region 2 releases. And I don't have the Demons one, so I really can't talk about that one much. I know that they did some great additions for the Synapse Demons one, but I have the Arrow one. And I won't lie to you, I'm partial to the Arrow release for Synapse, that more over the Synapse one for Demons 1 and 2, because I like the case better than I like the Synapse case, the Blu-ray steelbooks, but they were gorgeous too, just personally. And I was angry at the time, felt kind of ripped off, but I'm guessing if it's something you want, it's kind of like when I got some of these sets here. If you really want something, it's something that you're really into, and they put out and if the restoration is as good as like the Prom Nights and stuff like that, then definitely they're worth checking out. Thanks for watching, guys. From me right now, it's time for tea. Say hello to the Pin Lord in the sky, who's done a pretty good job, I think, of taking the place of Lobsterhead. I know many of you guys miss Lobsterhead, but maybe some video, in a video or two, he'll pop back for a bit, and we'll get to see him again. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great Friday. Listen to your Rebecca Black song. And for me right now, I've got to decide which seat should I take. It's time for tea.